Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading. It's a reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and this will be for June the 3rd to June the 10th. I'm going to do a 4-part reading for you. The first spread will be past, present, and future, but don't get hung up on time because the past is just memory, the future is just desire, and the present is a present. Then I'll do your shadow and ego spread. Your shadow is your vulnerabilities, what you're trying to hide from the world. Your ego is what you present to try and hide those vulnerabilities. Then I'll take 3 cards, one for influences and obstacles working in your favor. That's too many cards. Influences and obstacles working in your favor, which are usually external energies. And then I will take 3 cards, well, hopefully 3 cards, from Spirit to give you some advice for the coming week. Now, what we have first come out for you is the Muse of Emotions, which is King of Cups energy, as in your past position. Currently in a state of projecting love, of feeling powerful and abundant in love enough to be able to present and project a space and hold a space for people to be loved in. This is the space. This is the energy you're coming from, which is great. That is powerful. That is a very powerful energy. Able to hold space for love, guys. That's amazing. Second card, your present card, is the Queen of Voices. So receiving information, receiving truth. It's a mastery of thought, but in a receptive manner. I'm hearing quite clearly that there's a boundary that's been set, that you've set a boundary or you're setting a boundary with someone to prevent you from being manipulated, and you're able to. I heard calling it out really clearly in my left ear there, calling it out. So you're calling out something, calling out a mistruth. You're calling out a lie, a falsity. You're calling something out or calling someone out on their bad behavior. In your future position, we have the 5 of Voices, which is conflict. Aries also had this. This is in your future position. What I can feel is that you have got a building up of energy that's maybe coming from this place of love and this place of boundary setting, where you know you're going to have to create a conflict with someone to address a situation that's been uncomfortable. The theme for this part of the spread is the 6 of Pentacles. This is suggesting to me that it's your job to create this conflict. It's up to you to do this. This is what you are having to contribute to something. Have you been left with the shit stick when it comes to a shitty situation, and you know you're the one who's going to have to sort it out because no one else is going to do it? And it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, but they put that in your hands. Leo, you're a natural leader. You are a natural leader. And it's kind of the leader's job to be able to mediate, to lead, to be responsible for everyone. So you are more than capable of being able to address this situation. And it is, unfortunately, your job. But you're coming in from a place of being able to create space for people to feel held in. So you can do this in such a beautiful manner. I'm not sensing that this conflict is going to be difficult or this conflict is going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be dealt with in a really peaceful manner. I can feel it being a peaceful thing. It's because you are a mastery of these things. You're calling out the bad behavior, addressing the lies, and you're holding a space for people to feel cared in and feel held in so that they can then address the conflict. Oh, Leo, that's a beautiful energy. I'm really into that. Right, let's see about your shadow and ego. So, how you are on the inside that you're not presenting to everyone is 9 of Swords, which is cruelty, and the Death card. Right, so you're really anxious about the situation that's coming up, and you think that it's going to change everything, and you don't want everything to change Queen of Wands in the dynamic position. That's the watery element of fire, but it's also like full on power. Look at that. That's full on power. You have the power to transform this situation, and it won't go back to normal. You're just going to have to accept that. Oh, okay. It won't go back to normal. You're just going to have to accept it, and you're just going to have to, you have the power to make this change and make this difference. It's going to be for the better. Okay. What you're presenting to the world is Prince of Cups, which is the fiery part of water, the steam, forward momentum, like someone who can get places and go places. These are two really powerful court cards. Look at that. Steam. And that's also steam, because that's the fiery part of water, and that's the watery part of fire. Oh. You're presenting as if you're basically activating emotions. You're almost taking responsibility for other people's emotions being activated. But no, you're not. Because what you're actually doing is you're taking action over someone else's emotions. Taking action about people's emotions. But you're presenting as if you are taking... Don't think you need to take responsibility for other people's emotions. Also, you're presenting as if you've got nowhere else to go. That you've got no other option except for that. But actually, what you're very anxious about is the change and how many people it's going to affect. Beautifully, though, the card for this overall part of the overall card for this part of the reading, I can't do words today, is the Four of Swords. Peace, truth, not truth. Well, yeah, I've got swords. Peace, truce, rest, creating a space which is comfortable in which to share in. Everyone puts their swords down. You're creating that space. I couldn't be more proud of you, Leo. I'm so impressed with you. It's so beautiful. Right, let's see about your influences and obstacles working in your favour. So influences working in your favour. Burdens. Ten of Wands. A lot of baggage. You're carrying everyone else's responsibility, carrying everyone else's burdens to allow them to be able to sort out this conflict. You're being mediator right now, high mediator. And Seven of Pentacles. Not patiently waiting to see the results of your hard work. A little bit impatient about you're a little bit impatient about the results of the situation. You want it to be over quickly. It might not be. That's the kind of, well, probably in the advice cards, take your time with this. People's emotions are at stake, you know. Obstacles working against you. King of Cups in reverse. Now, you have the King of Cups up here, and you have the King of Cups down here. One's right way up, one is reversed. And the card for the overall card for this part of the reading is the Two of Cups. So, a partnership is in here. Is this conflict regarding a romantic partnership between two people? It doesn't have to be that you're in that partnership. It's like you're working on a project, a group project together, and there's a conflict, maybe in the family home. Something like that. It doesn't feel like it's in your home. There's not that much about love here. So I'm feeling that there is a partnership near you, the energies of two people who are having a conflict, that you're creating that space to help them sort it out. obstacles working against you is that you may have someone who's trying to fight you for this King of Cups position. Somebody may be trying to take power, direct the situation, but they're not in the best suited place for doing it. You are. So they may try, and it might be a bit of a power battle between you and this person if he has like a masculine energy. So you're going to have to take responsibility for their burdens and for their pains and their hurts during this space, and it might feel uncomfortable, and you may not want to be doing that. The reason why this person is going to maybe try and do this power play and you're going to have to take on the burdens, Devil in reverse and the 8 of Swords. Devil in reverse, that is freedom. That is breaking away from things that are tying you down, keeping you down, anchoring you. Oh, it's a magpie. They are following me just now. Hello, Mr. Magpie. How's your lady wife? Hope nearby. Otherwise, it's one for sorrow. This can signify the ending of a marriage. This is coming across to me like that you're maybe having to play mediator for a couple who are divorcing. That's pretty shitty. And what's happening within this scenario where we've got this burdens and 7 of Pentacles is that you're feeling a lot of their pain. I think you've been in a situation like this before. And I think that you find a lot of this kind of crosses over and it may trigger you quite a lot. I'm going to find out some advice for you, Leo. Ten of Wands again. Queen of Wands again. No, Queen of Swords again. I'm hearing carrying the burdens for other people is not going to bring closure to this situation. Like, it's about looking to the past for the answers. Hearts are gonna be broken, but boundaries need to be placed. Can't see anything else. So yeah, that's it. Boundaries. Don't have to carry the burdens forever, basically. If you take on someone else's pain, the pain doesn't go anywhere. The pain has to be worked through and transmuted into something else. And once the pain is transmuted into something else, everyone can be free. Don't carry the burdens for other people. It's not, you're just going to have extra burdens. You don't need to do that. Use the space that you're creating. Use the space that you're creating to allow that kind of energy of hurt and pain and heartbreak to be transmuted. So that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope that helped. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. And I hope that you've had a really lovely, pleasant week this past time. Enjoy your Mercury retrograde. It's going to be a tough one. Okay? Much love.